So since it's the start of October, I figured I would do a bunch of Halloween themed videos, starting with this one, which is my 5 favorite movies to watch around Halloween time. Now these 5, they're in no particular order, these are just 5 movies that I really enjoy watching during October. So starting off this list, we have A Nightmare on Elm Street, which I used to have a very hard time watching this when I was younger. Like, I would watch it and it always just scare the shit out of me. So I always try to like watch it. Now it doesn't scare me whatsoever. So I just love watching it around Halloween time because it's not like that smart ass Freddy Krueger that everybody knows and loves. It's more of a creepy and sinister Freddy Krueger, and just it seems a lot darker. And like I said, there's not as much comedy in it, and the acting's great. The visual effects are fantastic, and it's just one of those movies where it's like, if it's October, I'm probably gonna watch it. Next up on my list is Pumpkinhead. Now, Pumpkinhead visually is not that great looking of a movie. Like, the CG in it is very bad. There's a little bit of puppeteer work, which isn't like the best. It's not like, holy shit, that's amazing. I don't even remember how it started. I think I just saw it on TV one day when I was younger during October, and I was like, this is a odd movie. Like, let me see what this is about. Watched it, and I was like, okay. Then next year it came back on, and it's just kind of been a tradition of mine to watch it every year. Like I said, I don't really think it's that great of a movie. There's definitely better movies out there, but I just love watching it around Halloween time just because it's like a tradition. Next up, we have The Omen, which is a very good movie. The effects are done well, the acting is great. I'm talking about the original Omen, not the remake. Haven't seen the remake, but the original Omen is creepy. That little kid, it makes me not. That's the movie that makes me not want to have kids. Because that kid was the devil. No, like, I'm serious. Like, he was actually the devil reincarnated. He was the Antichrist. But the effects in the movie are good, especially from the time. Like, a part where someone gets their head chopped off by like a pane of glass, I believe. And it was done very well, and there's just a bunch of effects like that in the movie. It's not really a scary movie, it's more of a thriller more than a horror, but it definitely has some horror aspects. Next up, we have the classic The Exorcist. There's not much I can say about this movie that hasn't already been said. Acting is great, the visual effects are fantastic. It's creepy as shit. It was one of the scariest movies of all time. First time I saw it, I was pretty scared. I don't think it's like the scariest movie. That's the thing about this list. These aren't movies I think are just mind-blowingly scary. These are just movies I love watching around Halloween time. It just gives me that feeling, and The Exorcist is definitely one of them. You know it's Halloween when The Exorcist is on. Just, you hear that piano playing. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Last on my list, we have The Lady in White, which, again, it's not a horror movie. It's more of a thriller, but it's a very well done thriller, which, again, it's very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it, but it's mine and my stepmom's favorite movie to watch around Halloween time. For one, it takes place, I believe, in October, like late October, early November. It has so many twists and turns. You're just like, I was not expecting that. Do you know Shirley Temple? Like, that, like, creeps me out. Like, that little girl creeps me the hell out. And the girl that's in this reminds me of her, and it creeps me out. Like, I don't know why. But there's also some very creepy music, and it's just a very creepy thriller, and I love it. I can't really say too much without spoiling the movie. I highly recommend you watch it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. The CG in it isn't, like, mind-blowing, but it works for the movie, and it just has a really good story, and it has some twists and turns that you're not really expecting. And those are some of my favorite movies I love to watch around Halloween time. Let me know down in the comments, what are your favorite movies to watch around Halloween time? And with that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.